The 2026 Toyota RAV4 is the best-selling SUV in America, and Toyota just made it the fastest one it has ever built. This is the new plug-in hybrid, the XSE, and under that sensible, familiar shape sits 324 horsepower. It reaches 60 miles an hour in 5.4 seconds. For a RAV4, that number is almost absurd. For years, people bought this car because it was safe, useful, and completely undramatic. Nobody chose one to feel something. That has quietly changed. So Toyota had a decision to make. It could hide the quickest RAV4 ever built inside the same soft, anonymous body as all the ones before it. Or it could finally give the thing some presence. It chose the bolder path. This sixth generation is all new, and from the first glance it looks tougher and more planted than any RAV4 in years, like it remembered it was supposed to be a small off-roader. The front end is where you feel that most. There is a wide upright grille and a set of slim, hard-edged headlights that give it a squared-off, almost mechanical stare. On this XSE trim, the look is pushed further, with a darkened grille, gloss black detailing, and large wheels that fill the arches and planted to the road. Even the badge sits inside a cleaner, more confident face. It has stopped apologizing for being an SUV. And that matters, because the way this car carries itself finally matches what is underneath it. From the side, the roofline is lower and the body looks squarer and more purposeful. Less like a tall hatchback and more like a compact truck. It has genuine road presence now, the kind that makes people glance twice in a car park. The old RAV4 blended in on purpose. This one stands its ground. That is a bigger change than the spec sheet suggests. On the move, that new confidence follows through. It settles onto the road with a quiet, planted weight, soaking up broken surfaces without the float and wobble the old one could show over a rough road. It feels grown up, engineered to reassure rather than to thrill. And yet the moment you ask for speed, it answers instantly. That is where the plug-in quietly rewrites the whole personality of the car. Inside is where the story gets more complicated and more honest. Climb in, and the first thing you meet is the technology. There is a large digital driver display sitting behind the wheel, and beside it, a wide central touchscreen running Toyota's new software. It is quick and clear in a way older Toyotas never were, responding the instant you touch it. The seats are supportive and set high, so you look out over the road the way SUV buyers actually want to. Fold the rear bench and the floor drops almost flat, turning it into the practical, swallow-anything box that made the RAV4 famous in the first place. But here is the part Toyota would rather you did not dwell on. For a car that now asks premium money, the cabin still feels a step behind the price. A lot of the surfaces you touch are hard, dark plastic, and the overall design is more functional than special. It is beautifully screwed together, and it will almost certainly still feel this solid in 10 years. But if you are cross-shopping on materials alone, some rivals feel richer for the money. The saving grace is simple. You are not buying this RAV4 for the plastics. You are buying it for what happens when you press the accelerator. Because that is the real headline here. The plug-in hybrid pairs a 2.5-liter petrol engine with a set of electric motors and standard all-wheel drive. Together, they make that 324 horsepower, which is the most powerful any RAV4 has ever been, and it fires this family SUV to 60 in 5.4 seconds. Think about that for a second. A RAV4 is now quicker than a lot of hot hatchbacks were a decade ago, and it does not feel frantic doing it. The electric motors deliver their push the instant your foot moves, so the car surges forward smoothly and almost silently, with none of the strain you expect from a tall family crossover. It is quick in a calm, effortless way. Somehow that suits a RAV4 even better than outright drama would. And the clever part is that all this pace comes with efficiency, not instead of it. There is a far bigger battery than before, and it gives the plug-in a genuine electric-only range of around 50 miles, which is roughly 80 kilometers. For most people, that covers the entire daily commute on electricity alone, so you could drive for days without the petrol engine ever waking up. If honest breakdowns like this help you make sense of a new car, take a second to subscribe, because there is plenty more coming. Then there is the feature that quietly changes everything. This is the first RAV4 plug-in that can use a public fast charger. Older plug-in hybrids could only sip electricity slowly overnight. This one can take a proper top-up, from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. So it works in two ways at once. Around town it behaves like an electric car, silent and cheap to run. On a long trip, it becomes a normal, efficient hybrid that never leaves you stranded looking for a plug. That combination is the whole point of it. Which brings us to the number that makes people pause. This XSE plug-in costs around $48,600. That is a lot of money for a Toyota, and there is no way to pretend otherwise. But the story underneath the sticker is more interesting than it looks. The new plug-in range actually starts lower than the car it replaces, so the cheapest version is more affordable than before, not less. What the extra money on this XSE buys you is real. Standard all-wheel drive, that fast charging ability, around 50 miles of electric range, and the quickest RAV4 ever made. Put it against its rivals, and the picture sharpens. The Honda CR-V has always been the RAV4's great rival, and it is still excellent, but it has no plug-in version and nothing close to this power. Plug-in options like the Hyundai Tucson exist, yet none of them combine this much pace, this much range, and fast charging in one package. Toyota did not just electrify its bestseller. It used the plug to leap ahead of the cars chasing it. For a certain kind of buyer, this suddenly makes a lot of sense. Picture one no-compromise family car, something that handles the daily commute on pure electricity, then drives across the country the next morning without a second thought. Very little else does all that as neatly as this RAV4 now does. So the 2026 Toyota RAV4 plug-in hybrid is not really the same car with a socket added. It is the moment the most sensible SUV in America stopped being only sensible. It is genuinely quick, it can run for a working week on electricity, and it can fast charge like a proper electric car, all while staying the dependable thing millions of people already trust. It costs more than a RAV4 ever has, but for the first time, you can feel exactly where that money went.